IVM.
You are the most valuable investment you will ever make. Hi, I'm Zarina Poonawalla, your leadership coach, life coach, and emotional intelligence coach. You probably know me from the Empowering series, and this is my new show, the Life Manifesto with Zarina Poonawalla. I'm going to coach you to be the best version of yourselves. So get ready to create, attain, and manifest the life you've always desired and make it your reality. Have you ever been in love? Well, maybe you have, but have you ever been so deeply in love and somehow it just never worked out for you? Now, either one of you wasn't ready for commitment, or you needed to focus on your studies, work maybe, or you simply had other priorities in life. You thought it was a rebound, and so you thought it was inappropriate, probably. It could have been your parents, the usual. Parents won't agree because of religious differences, your social strata, lifestyle, one of those. You're leaving the country for good, so you decided to part ways, or your goals in life just didn't match. Maybe one of you wanted kids while the other didn't. Alas, so many reasons for not being with someone. And I'm sure they all seem valid in the moment, but someday sitting by the window, you think and reminisce those moments. You're thinking about that one person and you wonder, how would it be if they were in your life? How would life actually be if you had taken that plunge back in the day? What would it be like to have that one person in your life that you connected with at the deepest level, at your core, your soulmate probably? You'll be surprised. Actually, no, you'll be shocked if I tell you how often I come across people who seemed like they were never meant to be together from the very start. It's increasingly common to see two people settling down with each other for so many reasons, but for the lack of a better word, I'd say love not being one of them. And no, I'm not talking about dreamy, romantic, poetic love. No. I believe love as a definition really means very little, right? It just means deep affection for someone. It is actually how we define love in our lives that actually gives it meaning. So love really means different things to different people. Do you believe that you can meet the right person at the wrong time? Have you had that experience in your life? Maybe you have, and maybe as we speak, maybe as I speak to you right now, you're thinking of that one person who was, but isn't in your life anymore. With passing time, I've come to realize that this phenomenon, sadly, is very, very true, and it does hold true for way too many people. And while this may be so, here's also a penny for your thought. This thought for all those incomplete love stories and long-lost love. Let me stretch your perspective a little bit here. Just the other side of the coin, if I may. Now, yes, please don't hold me accountable for my word here, because this is my thought and I'm giving you something to think about, that's all. Right person, wrong time is also something that you tell yourself to make sense of the why. Why it did not work, why it failed, why you gave up. It's basically you justifying, consoling, and pacifying yourself for something that didn't become or culminate into what you'd wish for. I know, and I do understand how painful this can be, and that it could be hurting you inside even today. Even if it was just 3 months ago, or 3 years ago, or 30 years ago, it could be hurting you inside. But believe you me, after a point, this thought may become more harmful than helpful, because it's blocking your chance to move on. It's blocking your chance to experience what someone else can offer. It leaves you with these unrealistic benchmarks, a standard that you've set when you're trying to move on. It's very self-sabotaging. It's destructive, cynical. If you apply this thought process to every aspect of your life, then just sit and imagine how you're going to feel eventually. Would you be thinking, right job, wrong timing, Right diploma, wrong timing. Right degree, wrong timing. Right house, wrong timing. Right city, wrong timing. Imagine the list will go on, leaving you extremely hollow and extremely damaged. Now, the person you choose to be with, or the persons that you choose to be with in your life, that has a very strong impact on the direction your life takes. People don't understand that. It does have a very strong impact. So yes, absolutely. By all means, in a parallel universe, in another life, you could be with that person who left you or whom you had to leave. For all those reasons which probably seem pointless now. But hey, you did leave, right? You left anyway. Or they left anyway. So I'm going to say this to you. Don't make your love story one of justification and pacification and dwell in that phase for the rest of your life. Right person, wrong time, sure. You know what should scare you more? Wrong person, right time. That's it. Need I even say more to you? Don't be with someone because it's your age, or just sex, or attraction, or frustration, or loneliness, money, fame, family pressure, or your clock is ticking, you need to have children. Whatever the reasons are, I think people take their lives and their partners, the decision about their partners, either very, very seriously or very, very lightly. You've got to understand, it's so much more than just love. It's about a true partnership. Now, give someone a chance in your life. Give yourself a chance. Don't succumb to life's pressures, peer pressure, family pressure, and say, you know what? I'm the victim now. In self-pity, I've lost the love of my life. And so now I'll just marry and have kids because I am well settled and that's the next step. That's what I'm supposed to do. No, not quite. Not really. That's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do what you want to do. You're supposed to love. You're supposed to be happy. You're supposed to make another person feel loved, feel happy, not oblige, not ruin your life, not ruin somebody else's. By all means, reminisce and cherish memories, right? And as you do so, remind yourself of what you learned. You learned lessons, you learned life, you learned the ups and downs of life, you learned heartbreak. But please beware of this. Beware of the wrong person at the right time rather than the right person at the wrong time. Because at no time will the wrong people ever be right for you. And the right people, oh well, they don't really have a wrong time. They are timeless. So until next time, do what you love and do it often. And if you don't like something, go right ahead and change it. The power is within you. Thank you for tuning in to the Life Manifesto with me, Zarina. If you find the show useful, then please share it with your friends, family, and co-workers. You never know. You may just help someone become the best version of themselves. And if you want to align your life with some signature masterclasses, certification courses, and live sessions with me, go check out and download my app, Life Manifesto with Zarina Poonawalla, available on Play Store or Apple Store. And if you have any suggestions or anything that you would like to share with me, get in touch with me on my social media handles. I am at Zarina Poonawalla on Instagram and LinkedIn, and at Zarina Speaks on Twitter. See you in the next episode.
Hey everybody, it's been a great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On a show about crypto, Rohan Joshi is joined by Jayanti Kanani, co-founder and CEO of Matic Network, to discuss crypto and blockchain inventions in India. On Audio Gayan, Kedar and Avindeep talk to one of India's most experienced designers, Rush Bhatt, the co-founder of ClearTrip. On The Longest Constitution, Priya takes us through religious personal laws and the criminalization of triple talaq. On Niyata, Anirudh tells us how the Mughals transformed from a warband into an empire. Why is cringe watching so addictive and viral? On Smarter with Sid, Siddharth covers cringe watching from 4 perspectives: creators, individuals, communities, and brands. Do follow us on social media. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember, if you're enjoying this show or any of other shows for that matter, please do tell a friend. And finally, we'd like to thank our sponsors this week: Cred, Bank of Baroda, Quarter, CoinSwitch, Kuber, Slay Coffee, Intel, Kotak Mahindra Bank, and Oxfam India. Thank you so much for making this possible.
Eventually, you'll see the end of your childhood,
Get accustomed to womanhood.
enjoy the experience of sisterhood,
Might get to wifehood
or not, choose motherhood,
or not. You'll learn to define your personhood.
earn a livelihood,
Change the neighborhood.
and get rid of the falsehood that life post-academia is easy.
So join me, Natasha,
And me, Ayushi,
on a journey from station starting point.
to station, what now?
Next station, Pudin station, and hopefully, Agla station, adulthood.
Fresh episodes out every Thursday.